Yeah, that's not gonna stick anymore.
Okay, so back in college, I had this professor.
His name was Ray Goto, and he was the man. He was my teacher for storyboarding. He was an incredible, talented artist. He was also a huge nerd. Okay, so this is actually one of my favorite secrets about Star Wars. So because it was made way back when, they didn't have any computer generated effects or anything. They had to make everything manually. But they weren't just, you know, building a volcano or some medieval castle. They were putting characters, storylines, and ships into space. And one thing about space, besides all the stars and the planets and everything else, that there's no gravity. So how do you make a ship blow up when there's no gravity? The problem is, in order to make it look real, what do you do with all the tiny little pieces? How do you make sure they don't look like they're obeying the laws of Earth when you don't have a computer, all you have is a film set and no budget?
Their solution was this: to lie on their backs, take the camera and shoot it upwards. Then they took the ship, hung it above the camera, so when it exploded, all the pieces went outwards instead of down or to the side or wherever. Also, I'm sorry, but yeah, I didn't blow this up. But do you see how long it took to make this?
Now, Professor Goto was a storyboarding professor, so the focus was the art. And with that, he taught us that the concept artist for Star Wars, Ralph McQuarrie, first designed airplanes for Boeing, and then after Star Wars went on to design concepts for E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Star Trek. I'm double checking all this, and it's true.
The third fact has to do with the lightsabers. One thing Star Wars is known for is its iconic posters. Most of those are illustrated by Drew Struzan. In the bottom right-hand corner is Luke fighting Darth Vader. Now if you look closely, you can see that Luke has a red lightsaber, while Darth has a blue one. Now those lightsabers should of course be switched, but still it makes a great poster.
In that iconic shot with the Tusken Raider, when he has his gun above his head and he's like, ah! Whenever they came back to edit that movie, the only shot they had was the guy raising his hands up with the gun. They realized though that what they needed was like this sort of like cheering motion, but they didn't have the budget to go back and reshoot. They had to show his hands going up and then down and then reverse it so that it looks like he's cheering.
Fifth and final main secret is that title sequence at the beginning. The long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. That took them 3 hours to shoot. Not even to set up. Setting up, making the whole background, the whole letters, everything took, I'm sure, much longer. But just to shoot, just to film, 3 hours. This whole setup right here took me like 20 minutes, maybe. Also, it was shot practically. So again, no special effects, no computers. It was all like real letters on a black background, and the camera slowly pulled back over the whole thing. Yeah, I can't imagine that.